It's kind of perfect today. I know we've got, you know, a couple of new members and that kind of thing, and a few visitors today, and a few people filling in. So I think this was a good way to start, letting everyone know a little bit about me and who I am. So who am I? My name is Zach, obviously. I live in Huntingdon. I'm currently out in Australia for a couple of months, making the most of our time before our little one, Zali, heads off to school. That's her in the bottom right-hand corner there, our little one, our beautiful little girl. I have over 8 years in design and marketing agencies. So working on all different kinds of brands and websites and graphics and all that kind of thing. But in the last few years, my focus has really been on that online presence and transforming people's websites. As I'm sure you have guessed, we love to travel. That's me and my wife. There in the top left, that's a couple of hours from here. That's the world's, I think it's the world's largest kind of sand. It's called a sand blow. It's like a massive sand valley. So that's a couple of hours north of Brisbane, an absolutely fantastic place in Australia. We've traveled across the world in 2019, visiting about 15 countries along the way. So yeah, absolutely love to travel. So what am I going to talk to you about today? SEO and the importance of this for websites. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a whistle-stop tour. What is SEO? SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. It's the process of optimizing a website to rank higher in search engine results. The goal of this is to increase brand visibility and drive organic traffic to the website. So why is SEO so important, and what do I mean by organic traffic? Organic traffic is people searching on Google, you know, Google being that kind of thing. We'll talk about Google, you know, it's the one that most people use. How many times a week or even a day do we search for things? Maybe we're searching for a plumber on Google, or new clothes, or we're Googling the best air fryer recipes, or what have you. Users search, they connect with a website, build trust with that site, and ultimately have the opportunity to explore and convert on that site. The majority of online searches and experiences, online, they begin with a search. You know, unless you're going somewhere where you absolutely know and trust, that experience is going to begin with a search. Users really trust search engines. You know, we really trust Google in terms of those questions that we're asking. We trust it in terms of the results and that kind of thing. And SEO really connects potential customers to relevant businesses and products. So what are the benefits of SEO? We kind of touched on it a little bit there, but really it's improved rankings. So improved search engine rankings mean more visibility and give a sense of credibility. Sites on that first page of Google, they get the bulk of the clicks. You know, you think back to, you know, when you're searching, if you've searched this morning or yesterday or over the weekend, you know, we're kind of choosing that top result or that second result or that third result. That's kind of where the majority of our conversions are going into those websites and where we're clicking. So that improved search, improved ranking means more visibility. Organic traffic is a really, really cost-effective way of marketing yourself, marketing your business compared to paid ads. It's a lasting strategy that, if established and nurtured correctly, will last the lifetime of the website. I love this one. Leads are red hot. You know, we don't have to hard sell to those users or potential customers. I like to think of this as kind of, you know, it's almost like Inception, where they're coming up with the idea. You know, users are coming up with the idea of what they're searching for. They're coming looking for you. You just want to be the one to say, yep, I'm here. We have the perfect solution for you. Check out our fantastic service or product. So you're right there in front of them. Oh. So, okay, Zach, you've convinced me. I get it. How can I rank my website better? So have you ever clicked on a website and thought, this just isn't for me? The wrong recipe, the wrong clothes, the wrong business. or ever gone on a website and it's near impossible to navigate or find the information you're looking for, or even get in touch with that business? Maybe you want to convert, maybe you found what you're looking for, but you can't actually get in touch with them, or you'll find it very clunky and difficult to use. We essentially want to achieve the exact opposite of that. So SEO involves improving site speed, mobile friendliness, usability, all of that kind of stuff. A good user experience on a website leads to longer site visits, lower bounce rates, and bounce rates is how quickly someone leaves your website, and that person may or may not ever return to your website. Once they have that bad experience, they may be gone for good. Good user experience ultimately leads to higher rankings. We really have this sort of snowball effect where when we do SEO correctly, a site starts to rank higher, it gets more visits, more leads, and just continues to climb. It continues that snowball effect where, because we're ranking higher, more people are visiting us, we get more conversions, all of that kind of stuff. Google actually reacts sort of responsively to the website and what's going on, and will continue to rank that website higher. So these satisfied users, like we said about sort of the red hot leads, these satisfied users are more likely to convert if they're coming to our site. If they're coming to our site through Google already, Google already thinks that we're the guy or the girl for the job. So we really want to seize that and maximize on that. It's almost like I always say it's almost like Google's the butler. We're asking them a question, and Google, the butler, is it's here on a platter here for you, and you can kind of pick and choose from that. So we really want to be at the front of that platter and be that sort of chosen website, those chosen results. Content is king. So SEO, so search engine optimization, isn't just about keywords, it's about relevant content. Quality content keeps visitors engaged, and that fresh, relevant content improves our rankings. And the focus there is really on fresh and relevant content. So how can we provide relevant content? Sure, we know our industry, we all know our industry very well, and we're the experts in our industry. That's why we're here. But what are users searching? This used to be a real guessing game where we'd, write some copy, write a blog post, write an article, put it online, put it out there on social media channels, LinkedIn, etc., and hope for the best. Hope that it connects with the audience and engages them. We don't have to do that anymore. I would say, what would an insight from me be without using Kate's beautiful website as an example and case study? I'm very biased, of course. So on the left-hand side, we can see what people are searching. These are actual figures and key phrases in terms of what people are searching. So this is what questions people are asking. It also shows us the number of people that are searching those terms and questions, and we can provide the answers to those queries and work to be the #1 website for all of those users. So it's again, it's there on a platter for us. It just needs seizing. We can even look at the keyword difficulty, which is kind of that traffic light system on the side there, which is how easy or hard it is to appear as #1, #1, #2, #3 in the top 5, top 10 for those relevant search terms. So it really is, spelled out for us and ready for us to take advantage of that information and data. So if you're asking, okay, well, how can I identify these terms for myself? You absolutely can. There's some great free tools out there that can help you find out what questions users are searching in your industry, so that you can tailor your content to reach that audience. Like I said earlier, that relevant content. And one of those free tools are actually posted in the chat at the start of this call. So go ahead and check that out and let me know what you think. So if creating more organic traffic and leads is of any interest to you or any of your clients, please feel free to reach out to me, and I can go ahead and give the website a free audit, which will identify any low-hanging fruit or quick wins that we can run with. That is me. Thank you very much for listening.
Zak, thanks for that. Zak, has anybody got any questions for Zak? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So if somebody couldn't afford to have you do their website from scratch, and we're doing things like I don't know, like we've talked about before, blogging twice a month and trying to write great content pages, what's a quick win that someone can have until they can have a Zak?
So that is a fantastic question, and I know we've touched on this a little bit, so that is the perfect question. The tools like this, and Keith just said in the chat there as well, Uber Suggest is a great tool, absolutely is, Keith. That's the tool that I posted earlier in the chat. What you can do with that tool, you can put in your website URL, and it will tell you what search terms you're ranking for, what type of questions people are asking to reach your site. You can also do what I showed there, which is in terms of search terms. So that was all I'd put in there was mortgages, and it generates this list of questions in terms of what people are asking in that relevant topic. So it's absolutely achievable for people to do themselves, kind of free of charge. Use these free tools. All it is asking that question. Okay, what are people searching to reach my site? What questions are people asking in the industry, and that kind of thing. That information is absolutely there and available for us to sort of, like I say, take advantage of. So go in, use one of those tools, use that free tool, find out what questions people are asking in the relevant industry. So party planning, event planning, all of that kind of stuff, Helen. And it will generate all of the questions for you that people are asking around that topic. You can create a blog post that answers that question, and it's no longer a guessing game. You can see what questions people are asking, and you are answering that question. So you're drawing in that traffic to your site. And that also works in terms of not just for search engine optimization. It's a win-win, because you can see that people are searching that through Google and that kind of thing. But in terms of those are the questions that people are asking anyway. So if you're posting that out on LinkedIn, people are thinking, oh, I asked Google that last week or last month, or that kind of thing. But it's going to be so much more relevant for those people.
Hope Marie's taking note, because I'm going to be chatting with her. Good.